What's up guys, my name is Dychronic here on this Destiny 2 video, and today we're going to be talking about this week at Bungie for August 1st, 2019. This week at Bungie basically going to be their blog posts about Destiny 2 of the past week, current week, and the next few weeks of Destiny 2, basically your news blog posts about Destiny 2. And of course, my versions of the TWAB will be the audible versions, so sit back, relax, and you can listen to as I just read off and summarize the important information, as well as explain a few things that you may not know. And on screen, during that entire time, there were cute animals, so hopefully you weren't closing your eyes the whole time, because the cute animals are in the beginning of the video. So in a nutshell, as far as the information that will be presented, there's one very big important information along with it, but other than that, it is pretty much small to large. There's just the big Shadowkeep update, there's the things of the Solstice of Heroes, a calendar update, the next update, and some known issues and whatnot. So again, not a lot of information, between like small to medium amount of information, but one of them which is very big and very important. Anyways, let's go ahead and get into the first part, which is going to be the big important thing that I was talking about. If you haven't seen it already, there was a blog post that was released earlier today where they talk a lot more information, a lot more in detail about this, but the general idea is that Shadowkeep and New Light, as well as cross save, will have new launch dates. They're going to be delaying Shadowkeep launch from September 17th to October 1st. So that's going to be the biggest, most important part of this TWAB, is that Shadowkeep and everything with it has been delayed by 2 weeks. Now, the reasoning they have done for this is mostly just that they want to make it right, and they have still a lot of things they want to do and polish to make it the best game ever, which I think is good. If you can delay your game to make it a little bit better, I always recommend doing it. Obviously, you shouldn't delay too much, but Destiny and Bungie really hasn't had a problem with delaying stuff. Also, some important information is that the world's first raid for the new Garden of Salvation raid, which will be coming out with Shadowkeep, will be on the following Saturday, October 5th. And cross save will be coming online later this summer, which I don't understand what that means. It seems like we're pretty much at the end of summer here. Anyways, moving back over to the TWAB, they released a couple of different images about certain things of the game, you know, like the new Erismorn themed armor sets and weapons. In general, just kind of showing off a couple of pictures. I'm actually just going to save this to my desktop right now, and actually save that for the thumbnail, because that actually looks really crazy looking. Almost looks like Celestial Nighthawk. Like, outside of that, there's a couple other pictures. I haven't really had much to glean from these pictures. In this picture, you actually do see a couple of different tanks, so perhaps we get some tanks. So that's something we have to look forward to. And then finally, a 4K desktop background. If you ever wanted to put this on your background, my background is full of cute fluffy animals. I'm not kidding when I say this. I have a folder on my desktop called Desktop Backgrounds, and it just cycles between a bunch of cute fluffy animals. Moving on, the Solstice of Heroes Rage is on. A couple of little bit of advertisements to be like, hey, there's some crazy stuff going on, and I have a very serious question. Where does this happen exactly? I've never seen Shaxx do this. I understand the screen is kind of cut off. When does Shaxx do this? I want to get him to do that. Oh, I need this in my life. Anyways, moving on, let's go ahead and take a look at the new calendar, talking about the next 2 months of Destiny 2. First and foremost, Solstice of Heroes, you know it, you've seen it. It's going to be going on for 4 weeks. It has not changed. Following that, there will be the 3rd Iron Banner of Season 7. After that, there will be the next update, which is, for some reason, listed as an entire week. I assume because lower down below, they do mention it as the update week. After that, you will have an extension to the Moments of Triumph all the way to September 17th. So Moments of Triumph is extended by 3 more weeks with an Infamy boost on that week as well. And then, of course, on the last section here, there's a 4th Iron Banner. They're adding a 4th in because of the delay of Shadowkeep. They're adding a 4th Iron Banner for Season 7 in case you needed it. And then lastly, some Valor boosts, Infamy boosts, and Mayhem on this last week. And I'm fairly certain they also said there will be Valor boost on both of these Iron Banners as well. Moving on, let's go and talk more about that update that I mentioned right here. They give us some more information about some stuff that they wanted to do to make it a lot easier and a lot faster for people who still need some stuff from Year 2 of Destiny 2. So first and foremost, Moments of Triumph, like I said, will be extended to September 17th. Next up, Gamut Prime and Reckoning weapon reward rates will be increased, making it so there's also some bad luck protection. So if you want to go get that spare rations with Rampage and Rapid Hit, you have a better chance of doing that, or the 1-2 punch shotgun. Lots of opportunity. On top of that, they will be reducing the Reckoning difficulty to make it so it's a lot easier to play with random. Next up, the Braytech schematics will no longer have a daily lockout and give better chances to get guns that they do not own. They're also reducing the requirements for the Mountaintop and the Wendigo GL3, so more people can actually get it based on player feedback, which is, you know, Mountaintop's been out for a while. You should reduce that for a long time. Next up, as the season comes to a close, the menagerie chest will become more rewarding as Callus see fits. And the last little note is that the Solstice of Heroes, like I said, will be remaining all the way to August 27th. It is not extended. So if you're looking to go get the MMXIX title, you need to go ahead and do the Solstice of Heroes, get the Legendary Solstice set, and masterwork at least one of the pieces before the deadline. Next up, we have Dr. Bungie, which is the blue section right here. This blue header means all of the updates, changes, and stuff that are going to be coming to Destiny 2. So first and foremost, they actually disabled the Solstice key fragment magnets. It's supposed to be increasing the chances of getting Solstice key fragments from a bunch of different activities. Apparently, it just doesn't work. It doesn't give you as much as they were hoping, or at all. So they basically disabled it and removed it from the Eververse store, and they're going to be working on a fix for it. On top of that, if you're still looking for the Prometheus lens or the Lord of Wolves emblem, that should be delivered to your Pulsemasters right now for the qualifying players, and it won't appear in the collections a little bit later. Next up, some Destiny 2 Season of the Opulence known issues. First of all, the Electrician bounty, which I believe is one of the new Solstice of Heroes bounties that how you do daily bounties. Apparently, the Spiders Wanted bounties do not complete or count for those bounties. On top of that, the Aggravated Battery bounty, apparently the bounty that has people go out and seek high value targets, only count on the Red War campaign areas like EDZ, Nessus, Titan, and Io, but they do not count on any of the DLC destinations, so they're working on a fix for that. And then lastly, the Elemental Loadout bounties. If a bounty says you need to defeat enemy combatants in strikes with Arc Void Solar subclass and an Arc Void Solar loadout equipped, apparently just the last part just doesn't matter. You don't have to have weapons of a certain type. You only have to have the subclass of the right type equipped. And that is pretty much it for this week at Bungie. There's this section where people are riding around on tiny little sparrows, kind of in a Mario Kart theme, which I thought was really funny. This section here where this dude gets some of the most incredible snipes, you have to watch it. It's a very incredible set of snipes. He's just sliding, he's getting headshots. It's clearly PC, and hot damn, it's just very impressive as the last section. And that is pretty much it. Apparently Cosmo ended up having another child, and he is out for the week because of that. That's why DMG04 is actually writing this one instead of Cosmo. But that is pretty much it for this week at Bungie. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments down below. If you had any concerns, or if you like certain cute animals, let me know in the comments so I can add them on the next video. But that's it. Hope you guys did enjoy. My name is Dychronic, and I'll see you guys on the next one.